Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about something deeply personal. We often hear about the conflict between traditional values and modern individualism. But it's one thing to read about in a textbook and entirely another to live through it. As a psychology student, I spend a lot of time analyzing human behavior and family dynamics. Yet, the hardest case I ever had to analyze was my own life. I come from a culture where family is everything. In our traditional view, success isn't just about what you achieve individually, but it's about how well you maintain harmony and physical closeness with your family. The ultimate goal, implicitly understood since childhood, was what I would finish my study here, get a local job, and stay close at home to support the family structure. This is collectivistic mindset, prioritizing the group over the individual. However, modern education teaches us something different. It emphasizes self-actualization, independence, and carving out your own unique path. And this is where my dilemma began. In my sixth semester, a rare opportunity came up. It was an offer for a highly competitive clinical psychology internship at a prestigious mental health facility in another city, far away from my hometown. For my career, this was a golden ticket. It was the exact stepping stone I needed to develop my clinical skills and build my future as a psychologist. But for my family, it felt like a betrayal. I remember the evening I broke the news at the dinner table. I had prepared a whole presentation in my head outlining the career benefits, the networking opportunities, and the psychological exposure I would get. But when I told my parents, the room went completely silent. They didn't see a career opportunity. They saw their child choosing personal ambition over the family. My parents asked me, why do you need to go so far? Isn't what we have here enough? Are you trying to leave us? From a psychological perspective, I was experiencing extreme cognitive dissonance. I was torn between filial pity, the deep respect and duty I owe to my parents, and my own driving need for individuation, which is the process of developing my distinct personality and professional identity. I felt incredibly guilty. Was I being selfish for waiting to pursue my dream? Or would I be betraying my own potential if I stay just to keep the peace? The night before I left, I barely slept. My suitcase stood silently in the corner of my room, while my mother kept walking in and out pretending to organize things that were already organized. Neither of us wanted to talk about the fact that I was leaving. At around midnight, I heard my father coaching outside my bedroom door. For a moment, I thought he wanted to come in and stop me from going, but he didn't. He simply stood there a few seconds and I walked away. That silence hurt me more than any argument. After weeks of sleepless nights and countless agonizing conversation, I made my choice. I packed my bags and I took the internship. In the first month of my internship, I often ate dinner alone in my tiny rented room. One night, after a particularly exhausting day at the clinic, I suddenly broke down crying while eating instant noodles, not because the work was difficult, but because for the first time in my life, I realized there was no family waiting for me at the end of the day. That loneliness forced me to grow emotionally in ways I never expected. The immediate consequences were painful. The first few weeks in the new city were incredibly lonely. Whenever I called home, the conversation were brief and cool. The friction was palpable. My family felt abandoned and I felt misunderstood. The traditional value of family proximity had been broken, and because of my mother's individualism was isolation. But then something shifted. As I started my internship, I was thrown into the deep end of clinical work. I was dealing with real passion, real traumas, and real psychological crisis. I was dealing with real. One of my patients was a teenage girl struggling with severe anxiety because her parents controlled every aspect of her future. While listening to her story, I suddenly realized something uncomfortable. I was helping her find her voice while I was still learning how to use my own. That moment changed me completely. Because I was alone in the city, I had no choice but to rely entirely on myself. I learned how to manage my own stress, how to trust my academic training, and how to be truly independent. I grew up rapidly. Over the months, as I said in my experience and the positive impact I was making on my patients with my family, the ice slowly began to melt. They started to see that my departure was a rejection of them, but a necessary journey for my growth. Looking back critically at the dilemma, do I agree with the choice made? Absolutely, 100%. Traditional values are beautiful. They give us foundation, a sense of belonging, and a safety net. But when traditional value become a cage that prevent a person from reaching their full potential, they become counterproductive. In psychology, Abraham Maslow teaches us about the hierarchy of needs, with self-actualization at the very peak. You can't truly help others or even truly honor your family if you are deeply unfulfilled and resentful because you sacrifice your potential. By choosing my modern ambition, I didn't lose my traditional value. I evolved them. I proved that you can be independent, successful, and far from home while still deeply loving and respecting your family. The journey of bridging that gap was the hardest thing I've ever done, but it made me a better adult and ultimately a much better future psychologist. Thank you for listening.